In your defenselessness, your safety lies. This is such a beautiful lesson. This lesson is what's going to bring you so much more peace and harmony in your relationships. When we release defense, we're able to choose peace and we're able to choose not to engage in a fight with another person. So defense is making it perceived that you have perceived an attack. So when somebody attacks at you or says, why'd you do this? You shouldn't have done this. That will create in you defensiveness. So defensiveness usually comes from two thoughts. Either I'm not lovable, they don't love me, that's why they're talking to me this way or behaving this way, or they don't understand me. Okay. So when we defend, we perceived attacked. So first we thought this person's attacking me, and now I need to let them know why they're wrong, why they don't understand, or why that this is evidence they don't love me. So I'm going to hurt them back. So someone says, I hate you, and then you say, I hate you, or you're a jerk. No, you're a jerk. That's a fight, right? Another way of if this would be saying, you know, you didn't you didn't call me back, right? And then it's saying, yeah, well, sometimes you don't call me back. That's defensiveness, right? So defensiveness has anger at the core of it. It lacks love and compassion, and it makes the attack real. That's the first piece. It makes the attack real. So when somebody attacks you, right? So they do something that's less than loving to you. What they're actually doing is calling for love. They're hurting. They don't know what to do. When we defend ourselves or get defensive, we're actually saying you attacked me. So I'm going to attack you back, or I'm going to correct you in a way that's aggressive in order to establish myself as safe, right? So we think we're actually make ourselves safe, but it does the opposite. Defense never brings us safety. It actually creates conflict and more attack, more harm from the other person, from those towards themselves or towards us. Okay. Defense will likely be perceived as an attack. So when you get defensive, then the other person's going to perceive, oh, they're attacking me, instead of helping them to shift to seeing, the truth of the situation, which is why we still are going to be giving love, compassion, gentle correction, and boundaries. And love, compassion, gentle correction, and boundaries is not defensiveness. It is actually the opposite of it. We're validating somebody. We're having compassion for them. We're expressing our love. It's a loving thing to do. And it'll stop the defensiveness that would come after you have attacked. So if you were to defend yourself, then they would perceive that as an attack, and then they would defend themselves, and then you would perceive that as an attack, and then you would defend yourself, and then you get stuck back and forth, and that's a fight, right? So a true defense is a call for love. So you're saying I'm hurting and I don't know what to do, and I have forgotten myself. So when we believe that someone can attack us, that we need to defend ourselves, it's because on a certain level, we believe we're not lovable or worthy enough. Because when you truly believe you're lovable, it's like someone saying to you, you have ugly purple hair. That only bothers you if you believe you have purple hair and your purple hair could be ugly. If you know you don't have purple hair, you look at them like, oh, well, I don't think that's true. Are you okay? Opposed to attacking them for having that distortion. Same thing happens when somebody says something that implies that you're not lovable or that you're not worthy exactly the way you are. When you deeply know that what the truth is, you won't defend yourself. There's nothing to defend, right? It's equivalent to you saying, well, I don't have purple hair. How dare you say that to me and get mad about such a distortion? It's a distortion. It's not real. You're always enough. So defense actually is coming. If you get defensive, it's coming from a place of you've forgotten that you're lovable, you're worthy, you're enough. You don't deserve the way that they're treating you, but it's not about you. It's not about you at all. Okay. And then creates a fight when two people feel unloved. So if you want to stop fighting with people in your life, release defensiveness. Know that you are lovable, that you are worthy, that you are enough always. The other piece that I would encourage you to do, is just change this to an affirmation and then use this for your lesson this week. And that's going to sound like, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. So repeat after me. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. And that's what's going to help you to calm when you're yourself, when somebody's doing something that's calling for love or having an attack. Okay, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. You calm yourself. You have compassion for them, and then you shift the mind. How can I see this differently? How is this a call for love? Okay. And then you give love. I care about you. Compassion. I understand. I understand you're really hurting right now, and I know you've got a lot going on. Boundaries or correction. I didn't call you back because I was busy, and that was my best. That's correction. That's not a defense. Or the boundary. It's not okay for you to raise your voice at me. I understand you're upset, but that's not okay. And then you can always throw that ask in there too. Are you open to next time waiting until I can communicate? The reason why I was able to answer the phone before you send a text accusing me of not loving you. Are you open to trying that next time? Are you open to continuing this conversation without raising your voice? So this is how we decrease conflict in our lives, have more harmony, more peace, and more love by remembering, in my defenselessness, my safety lies.